This illustration deals with arc energy reduction type equipment, and according with 240.67A and B as in boy 1 through B5. And there's a purpose of change here, and this purpose of change was to provide a revision. And this revision has been made to clarify that there are situations where the fuse opening time is greater than 0.07 seconds at the available arc current that's available. All four methods to reduce clearing time now include the requirement that there be a setting to operate at less than the available arcing current. Now, we'll talk about that. The concept should be set to operate at less than the available arcing current, as in the 2017 National Electrical Code for circuit breakers with instantaneous trip and circuit breaker instantaneous override, and was introduced in the 2020 National Electrical Code for fuses. This requirement is critical for fast operation of all four methods to help protect the worker. So now what they're saying with this 240.67A and B1 through B5, that first of all, the note 1 here, a 1200 amp fuse clears in 0.07 seconds or less for 240.67B. Now notice, the longer the current feeds the arc, then the worse the energy can be developed and produced. So the faster you clear the current from feeding the arc, the better. Now, for example, 277, 480, and the 2018 edition of the NEC, or excuse me, not the NEC, but 70E, it states that usually the arcing current of a 480 volt system starts out, at about 38% or 28% of the available short circuit current. So we have to kind of look at that. So what it's saying, that the arcing current will be less than the available short circuit current until a phase-to-phase short circuit or phase to ground fault occurs. So we would next look at these note. Well, let's go to note 2 next, okay? Fuses should have a clearing time of 0.07 seconds. Now that is fast. You can take and divide 0.07 by 0.0167, and that would give you that in cycles, and you see it's not very much. And notice it says that this 0.07 seconds or less at the available arcing current or one of the following means shall be provided and shall be set to operate at less than the available arcing current per 240.67B1 through B5. Now usually, what that is, you have two paths in some cases. You'd have a path that's going to take care of the arcing current, and then you'd have a path for the short circuit current. So in some cases, it just cuts out that instantaneous, and you're clearing that arcing current. So the fuse provides all this because it clears so fast. See, that's the thing. And notice when we look at what they're talking about here, differential relaying. And you get into energy producing maintenance and switching local indicator. Now notice this differential relay, is usually it kind of communicates, or it could be set up, to read what's downstream and clear at a certain value. And then the energy reducing maintenance switching with local status indicator, then notice that reduces the energy based upon the setting. But here you don't have a setting, you're just using that device. See? But now energy reducing active arc flash mitigation system, then that system can also be implemented that would reduce the energy based upon what the setting would be, and then the current limiting electronic activated fuse type, and any other approved equivalent means that's acceptable to the authority having jurisdiction that has the authority to enforce NFPA 70E that would kind of deal with this. Now we can go to the Annex 0 and pick up additional information on these type devices. Now, looking at the Note 3, review 240.62 and 240.67A very carefully for additional information. And that's just kind of a reminder to you that if you review these sections very carefully, you'll understand that this is dealing with fuses only and not a circuit breaker. We'll be looking at that later.